So, the original movie I wanted to kick off my movie review show was the 1979 disaster of a film known as Walt Disney's The Black Hole, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But I decided to briefly touch up upon something that is very, very, very underground, and probably only for the nerdiest of film people, like myself. This movie comes to us from filmmaker Trent Harris, who also did a little-known movie known as Ruben and Ed, which is a fucking insane movie, and I don't know why I'm not reviewing that acid trip instead of this.
Crispen Glover watching a water-skiing cat, anybody? Fuck yeah!
Hello, Ruben. I love you. I love your shoes. You're a king. A king. A king.
My cat can eat a whole watermelon.
By God, this here may as well be a home movie, but it's so much more than that. It's a home movie turned into a trilogy, turned into an underground cult classic of sorts. Well, this thing did get a showing at the last Sundance Film Festival, so, yes, I'd say that's appropriate.
This is the trilogy of The Beaver. I should clarify, just so you know, this is not a porno. This is not a porno. The Beaver Trilogy is instead about a 21-year-old kid from the late 70s from a town called Beaver, Utah, who went by the name of Richard Griffiths, aka Reuben Gary, who decided to cross-dress for fun one day and sing in a talent show as Olivia Newton-John. And apparently, he takes it very seriously.
Or about as serious as the guy who laughs like this can take something seriously.
I love impersonating, and my gosh, if I made the tube, I just thank you so much. I really do. So, boy, I can't believe this. This is actual live, huh?
Well, it's not going out yet, but it will.
Are you taping it then, or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When can I see this? I'll go home and watch it and say, boy, wow, hey, Mom, I got on the set today, you know.
Now, I hope, really, I hope the viewer doesn't think I'm really whacked out. It's just for fun. It really is. I just do it for a kick. I don't take a lot of this seriously. I take the impersonation itself seriously. But as far as really wanting to be like Olivia Newton-John, no. Olivia's Olivia. I'm Dick. I'm a guy, but I love Olivia Newton-John. I do. And she's fantastic.
Help me, I need you. Draw me down the line. Please don't keep me waiting. I can't hold on much longer. Please don't keep me waiting. I can't love any stronger. Please don't keep me waiting. I can take this guy. Take me back in your arms once again.
Okay.
Okay, I really should clarify something here first before I continue. That is not necessarily what I'm reviewing, because what you just saw there, was a documentary. What I'm reviewing are the two things that come after this. Because the Beaver Trilogy Part 2 and 3 which are not documentaries, but they're sort of inspired from the documentary. If that clears anything up. Still, I'm left with the somewhat uncomfortable position to take my opinion on the first thing. The best thing I could say is that how can anybody not like this guy?
He was 21 when he found himself getting his quote-unquote big break. Okay, fine. You're 21. You're a douche by nature at 21. But out of all the other 21-year-old douchebags that have ever existed in the world, he had to have been the most, well, likable. Probably, not that far off from a young version of Gomer Pyle. And how can anyone bring themselves to hate Gomer Pyle? The answer is General Clink, and nobody watching this should be General Clink. Not only that, but he was a 21-year-old and admitted to watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Sesame Street.
Because, of course, he did. I'm guessing he probably wouldn't like Teen Titans Go, though.
In your early 20s, it should be expected of you to be a douche of some kind. Probably spending your birthday taking whiskey shots up the asshole and downing several cans of Four Loko before being involved in a vehicle accident of some type. And having your rich daddy get you a new car the very next day. Oh my god, oh my god. But this guy was so much more than that. He was the outside, the underground, what punk rock would have looked like if it had smiley faces and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic unicorn stickers all over its trapper keeper and high school locker door. Hey. This guy was me in some sense, and a lot of other people out there in the world. Yeah, dude, just wanted a few laughs. Little loving from the off-stage audience. Live in the moment of the sheer ridiculousness of it all. He also desperately wanted approval and fame, which... But still, I think everyone can empathize with this guy on some level.
Heaven knows that I can relate to cross-dressing.
And let me make something perfectly clear here. What you're seeing here is real, lightning in a bottle, as many documentarians call it. This is a real kid, and these are real events being captured on camera, at least when it comes to part 1 of the trilogy. In many cases, there's no reviewing a documentary, especially one that just films what is happening as it's happening in the moment. Of course, there are some exceptions, but part 1 didn't tell the whole story. Apparently, I guess. Let's just say the bigger story here
is that old-timey conservative assholes harsh everybody's mellow.
Also, this guy wildly overreacts. I would only be mildly amused.
No, it's Larry. This is weird.
No.
I don't want to do it.
No, it's not. It's not weird.
Shit, Larry.
Hey!
One presumably straight dude decides to wear a wig for fun one day, and all the Christians in the town cry havoc. Like they've never seen a guy with long hair before. Which they have. His name was Jesus Christ. Ooh.
Okay, now I understand why this was a part of the last Sundance. Also, this leads into a genuinely dark and very unfunny moment in this documentary narrative. And I'm not talking about Sean Penn's involvement, although that's slightly debatable. This also leads into perhaps the greatest acting moment for Crispen Glover, who played the Beaver kid in part 3. Let me just say, first of all, for the record, Sean Penn is a hack fraud, and everyone who has ever worked for him knows that. The original Beaver Kid has so much more talent in his thumbs than Sean Penn ever had in his whole entire freaking career, and I'm stating that as a fact.
So, part 1 is the original Lightning in a Bottle documentary. Part 2 and 3 are reimaginings that expand the story a little. A young Sean Penn played the Beaver Kid in the first reimagining, and he overdosed it!
Wow! Are you filming this?
Yeah, all America's watching.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've never been on the set before.
Hey.
Hello, Mom. Hello, Utah. You work for the news?
No, actually, I work for Extra.
Extra, I've seen that program. That's like real people.
Yeah, sorta.
Although, is it just me, or are the filmmakers trying to make themselves just as douchey as Sean Penn?
So, where are we meeting this guy?
At the mortuary. At the mortuary. Yeah, the mortuary. The Beaver mortician's the only one in town that knows how to do makeup.
Oh my God.
Did I tell you this was going to be great?
Fantastic, man.
What do they do here for Excite? I don't know. Shine hubcaps? That kid wasn't fucking kidding, was he? The man who loves bears? What the fuck is that?
I don't believe it.
Oh, don't worry there, boys. That is quite the hilarious movie by Werner Herzog. It's about a guy who gets mauled by bears!
Oh my God.
Sean Penn's Beaver Kid was essentially the same character that he played in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which was the wrong way to go. Very wrong! Not like Crispen Glover, who was not only so much better than Penn, he was damn near perfecto!
Wow. Hey guys. Hey Carissa, do you still play the accordion?
Yeah.
Great. Give me a large Coke, an onion rings, and a strawberry shake.
The story, though, by part 3, seems a bit too dramatized. Maybe, I don't know. Although, I would say performance-wise, it topped his role in Back to the Future, which came out the exact same year as Beaver Trilogy Part 3.
And then the Beaver Trilogy Part 4 came along, which I have not seen as of yet.
But, I have heard plenty of good things about it. I'll get around to looking at it one day, soon-ish, maybe, I don't know, one day.
Right now, though, I really want to talk shit more about Sean Penn, because Sean Penn, fuck you, Sean Penn. Fuck you, Sean Penn. You're talentless hack. You're goddamn talentless hack. How did you get to be such a talentless hack? I don't know. How did you get to fucking be a goddamn talentless hack?
From what I've heard from various other sources, other than the nothing at all confirming this on bullshit Wikipedia, Sean Penn had an estranged relationship to his Part 2 appearance in the trilogy and tried to prevent the release and distribution of this thing. Probably because he realized how much of a hack fraud he is, but Trent Harris has it available on his website, along with Ruben and Ed, which you absolutely must watch because it is amazing. The only thing more amazing is what I can only assume is the Crispen Glover music video made for the movie Ruben and Ed.
I was walking on the ground, I didn't make a sound, then I turned around and I saw a clown. Had a frown, stood on a mound, started barking like a hound.
God damn you, Crispen Glover, you're a genius! You are a genius! Whether you're good or bad is not the point, professional hack fraud Sean Penn. It's about living in the moment. Do your thing, like Crispen Glover singing about clowny clowns. Cause somebody, I'm sure, will find it funny and not annoying in the slightest.
Please don't keep me waiting. I can't take this kind of thing. Take me back in your arms once again.
Ah, there you go. See? That girl's digging this shit. Means something's working. Better than whatever the hell this was.
Sam, will you please blow out that candle? All right, I will. Well, I wish you would. Hey, Sam, I can't blow out that light. Why don't you try? All right, I will. Well, I wish you would. Well, all right, I will. Hey, Sam, I can't blow out that light. You better call Ma. All right, I will. Well, I wish you would. Well, all right, I will.
The fuck was that? Nothing like having a pep rally for a 21-year-old drag queen dude in your hometown of Stray Dog Metropolis. Tourist destination, Beaver, Utah.
Oh, great. Now I'm starting to sound like the assholes at the van.
Speaking of being an asshole, I think I should probably note that in part 3, everybody is an asshole. Not just the old people, everybody is an asshole to Crispen Glover. And Crispen Glover doesn't deserve it, because Crispen Glover is Crispen Glover! He does not deserve that! One thing that was confusing as hell was everyone kept saying something other than Olivia Newton-John whenever mentioning Olivia Newton-John.
And Olivia Newton-Dawn will be there too.
And Olivia Newton-Dawn is born again.
Olivia Newton-Dawn.
I'm Olivia Neutron Bomb.
Oh my god! How the fuck am I supposed to say her name? I don't know.
Okay. I have to do a spoil here. I have to do a spoil. Doing a spoil. Cause this is annoying the hell out of me. The one thing I'm sure the Beaver Trilogy Part 4 can answer, if only I can get around to seeing it. Did the Beaver Kid really become suicidal at one point? Or was this just Sean Penn trying to improvise?
Yes.
Hello, Larry? This is Carissa. I just called to tell you I think you're a real creep.
I don't know. Maybe, even if Sean Penn was really trying to kill himself, still wouldn't be a convincing performance for shit! The more important question, though, is, did the Beaver Kids' Olivia Newton-John poster really shimmer like that in real life? If only those old-timey Republicans of this town could see that poster! They just couldn't understand his undying love for Olivia Newton-Dawn and/or John and/or Neutron Bomb. Whatever. Jack-off Donald Trump bastards should have been glad he didn't dress up like a skimpy red one-piece bikini Farrah Fawcett. Cause us guys simply cannot pull something like that off without our kibbles and bits popping out at some point.
Like a Paul Rubens masturbatory career ruiner. Without the masturbation.
I should also mention that Beaver Kid Part 2 is a die-hard example of, as the saying goes, a shot on shitio, which only had a $100 budget supporting it. I wouldn't have paid Sean Penn for fucking shit if I was Trent Harris, but that's just me. Part 3, also referred to as the Orkley Kid, Orkley Kid, yes, was somewhat more professional looking, and I'm sure most of the budget went to Crispen Glover, as it should have, because he is not a hack fraud. May I remind you of the glory that is the Clowny Clown.
I was walking on the ground, I didn't make a sound, and then I turned around, I saw a clown. Clowny clown. I hate you, clown. Your ugly frown, smiley lips. I think I'll clip you across the nose, clown. Want this cigar? It'll get you real far. Like Mr. Farr. Get it? Mr. Farr?
The real-life Groovin' Gary died on February 2nd, 2009, at age 50, leaving behind that poor car of his, with that sweet 70s shag carpeting still hamming up in there. Hamming it up.
So, boy, I love hamming it up. You can tell. Boy, I'm on TV.
Godspeed, you lovable, awkward as hell Beaver Kid. May you please continue to cross-dress and freak out old Richard Nixon conservatives in the afterlife.
Now is the moment we must live.
Jazzy. These are jazzy hands. That's what these are.
I know you want me to down deep inside. Please don't keep me waiting. I can't hold on much longer. Please don't keep me waiting. I can't love you any stronger. Please don't keep.
When I came to it, I found he showed me something that was brown. So we became great friends. And late in life, he got sick. I gave him some soup, but he got worse. It asked for its purse. It got it, but it was empty, so it cried aplenty. I wondered what to do. I didn't know what to think, so I got a drink. And then I showed it something that was round. Then it died, smiled, fell on the ground.
God damn you, Crispen Glover, you're a genius! You are a genius!